Apparently.
Man, that makes a weird noise.
What is going on here? Why is the YouTube? Okay.
Oh.
There we go. This only says webcam.
Because we're a webcam organization.
There it is. It's a double champ right there, son.
The true double champion. Oh. The AMP title. The WrestleCast title. Looking all pretty and shit. That's my new catchphrase now.
Looking all pretty and shit.
I told that to Conrad yesterday on the podcast. I'm pretty sure that was your favorite part of my whole promo.
Yeah, that was the best part.
So that's like Braun saying, "Get these hands." It just happens to be a catchphrase now.
He's just gonna be
It's
like,
all pretty and
all
shit.
pretty and shit. We're gonna beat PW scorecards all pretty and shit.
Is that going in the? Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, look, I
Is this
see
where I'm
Pat
supposed
Fry.
to be?
Huh? No, I don't think this is it.
Oh shit! Because I tried to click on that link, but like it won't take me back to the actual app,
Huh.
which is weird.
Let me.
That's a
I
weird
see
face
your
you
two belts there.
Did you see the WrestleCast tweet?
Yeah, the two
Check out both these
subpar
subpar prediction teams.
Pro Wrestling Scorecards. I don't
Oh
did
my
they have a
God.
podcast?
That's
Dude.
awesome.
That dude's a genius, bro.
Ooh.
Conrad.
Oh, he's great. Conrad's awesome.
Let's see here.
When did he tweet that?
An hour ago? Yeah. Check out both these subpar prediction teams battle it over Hell in a Cell.
All right, got that.
Oh, snap. PW Scorecards has a 1 hour t-shirt now. Hey, we need to
Get out of there.
we need to get t-shirts.
All right, let me try to get you in that other one, Patrick.
All right, sounds good.
All right,
Hang up.
Yeah.
Hey, BW Scorecards just put 13 hours ago. Just finished my
Yeah, I
picks
saw
for
that.
Hell in a Cell. Normally I'd post them, but given the current state of affairs between us and AverageMarks, I don't want to help the opposing team.
You could never help me. I come into this not knowing anything.
And
That's good stuff.
all right.
Yeah, we got it now.
Yeah, you in here, dog.
Hell yeah,
You in like Flynn, bruh.
that's what I'm talking about.
Let's see here.
All right.
I'm gonna tell Daniel we in if they want to come in.
I'm
No
ready with
homo.
my subpar scorecard.
You guys want to come in this?
God.
What?
Oh man.
The champ does not approve.
I can't wait to see who Cruz's sixth, unscheduled appearance is, being that they're in San Antonio, and San Antonio does not have a
Tim Duncan.
a hockey team.
My sixth pick is Manu Ginobili.
No, for real.
It's David Robinson, the general. No, it's not. It's a hockey player.
Bruce Merchant says that they have a minor league hockey team. If you want to
Yeah,
look at that roster.
they have the San Antonio Rampage. An hour and a half away, they in Cedar Park, they have the Texas Stars, and then 4 hours away, they have another team you may have heard of, the Dallas Stars. So,
Louisiana Ice Gators.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I
would,
wonder which team I went with.
the Blackhawks.
but just throwing a bold prediction out there. Sixth unscheduled appearance. Mike Madonna.
No, I didn't pick him.
I told him to, but he didn't want to listen to me.
I'm really excited over one specific player. So
LeBron James.
why would I ever be excited over that?
He's excited over Sidney Crosby.
Do what?
Oh,
We'll fight. We'll fight right now.
No, it's
There will be a fight.
I remember that.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble a couple years ago was in the Alamo Dome.
It's that bad, huh?
It's so bad. Like, don't even bring up his name that bad. Like, it's that
Like
bad.
Sidney Crosby?
Is it because you think he plays soft?
Yes,
Okay.
he is soft.
Is that SAW?
SAWFT South.
South?
Oh wait, we got somebody here with us.
Hey, who is that?
Yo, what's up?
What up, man?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
What's up?
Jess?
Daniel.
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 Okay.
What's up, bro?
Way to fuck that up instantly.
My bad. That's what I'm here to do, though. Let's see here. So we got Patrick with all the car noise in there.
Yeah,
Blame Pat.
on the road to North Louisiana.
How's it over in Vegas?
Hot as hell.
Yeah, I hear you.
Other than that, fine.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know. It was slightly cooler today than yesterday.
Yeah,
But just a lot more
And by-
humid.
Yeah. And by slightly, I mean like a degree.
yeah.
Okay, is she out there in a dress?
What?
What?
Yeah.
Who's wearing a dress?
We passed by some people out there playing like softball or something, and like one girl was wearing like a full blown dress.
She's probably Pentecostal.
It might be a little. I think there's a church behind it, so
Either that or Amish. Pick one.
Church of the Mennonites or some shit. It was a very bright dress. I mean, it stuck out.
So Daniel, one of my life goals is to eventually move out to Vegas and become a sports bettor.
I mean, there's a lot of money in it if you're good at it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'd be very good at it.
He just wants to.
Yeah.
And it'd be funny because the second you move to Vegas, they're going to legalize it in Louisiana.
Because but it's not as fun in Louisiana.
What you mean? It's sports betting. It's
I
as long as
can't
it's
I
legal,
can't sports bet and then go catch a Britney Spears show.
Watch how fun this is.
Why would
Hey.
you want to do that?
Hey, I bet you
I'm just
$5 the Saints lose Sunday.
You're on.
Sweet. See? See how fun that was?
That's wrong. Daniel, you like football?
I'm not a big sports fan.
Yeah.
Wrestling is the only thing I.
Well, that's good
I'm into.
because the team you are getting sucks.
Oakland? Oh, the
Yeah,
Raiders.
old Chucky
Raiders.
messed them up, man. They actually had some momentum until he got there.
Yeah, but let's talk about the real
Hey,
team
Daniel.
in Las Vegas.
The Knights.
The Golden Showers.
Daniel, have y'all ever thought about doing scorecards for like Wrestle Kingdom or like Dominion, like the big New Japan events?
Yeah, we just did one for All In, because we went, so we decided we needed to make one for that one. But we one of our Patreon goals actually is when we hit 150 a scorecard, we're going to start doing some of the indie promotions. So probably most likely ROH first, probably New Japan second, and then we'll go off from there.
How
Hell
was
yeah.
the All In experience live? Because I'm slightly jealous that you were able to go.
Man, that was amazing. Like I've been to a lot of wrestling shows, and that was hands down the best live experience I've ever been to.
Where were y'all at? Like, what were y'all seats?
Say again?
Where were y'all sitting?
We were like in the corner of the bowl, like away from the stage. So we weren't like super close, but we were maybe.
But it seemed like it was one of those buildings where it didn't matter where you were sitting. There wasn't a bad seat.
I'm sorry, man. I can hardly hear you.
Is my mic just low? Yeah, I might have to. The building looked like it was one of those buildings where no matter where you sat, there wasn't a bad seat. Like, it wasn't anything that looked like it was too high or too far away, or there was nothing in the way. It still looked like no matter where you were at, you were seeing everything good,
Yeah, absolutely. Like there was no bad seat in the house at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm slightly jealous.
So Daniel, do you have everybody's card and you're doing it, or they're gonna hop on here pretty soon?
Daniel, do you have everybody's card? One of them is running a bit late right now. He should be walking the door any second. I have
cool.
everybody's card though, so we can get going whenever.
Okay. Well, we just want to work on you guys' time. We don't want to,
We got all day.
Yeah.
Literally.
So that's up to you. If you want to start, we can start. If you want to wait, we can wait.
I mean, he's like 2 minutes out. If you want to wait the 2 minutes, that's
fine.
Yeah,
fine with
definitely.
you guys.
Definitely, yeah.
I totally
Okay.
have 2 minutes. So.
One of them is definitely not going to be here, but the other one's going to be here any second.
Okay. Is that Jess or the other guy?
It's going to be Jesse. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that the guy's name I was going to mess up was the other guy that was coming. Is it Ramon or Raymond?
Ramon.
Okay.
Ramon.
See, Ramon was the first one I was going to go for.
Yeah, he's the one that's not going to make it. He has some family in town, so.
Right on.
Sweet.
Heck yeah, it's Vegas. Of course they want to come visit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing about living here is everybody wants to come visit you, and they want to do a bunch of stuff that you really don't give a shit about. So.
Yeah. I'm coming next week, and I want to see the Blue Man Group.
I would not mind seeing the Blue Man.
Yeah, Jesse's walking in my front door right now, so he should be up here in a second.
Right on.
Right.
I should go be a dealer in Vegas.
Dude,
Go.
y'all both should go.
I got to improve on my maths.
Not as a dealer,
Oh. Okay, we can do that. I
Yeah,
guess.
y'all already trained. They're probably looking for people like that. What's up, man? How's it
What's
going?
up, man? What's up?
All right, let's see here. Hey, Patrick, you ready to go?
I'm ready to rock and roll, man. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Like I said, we may hit some dead zone, so if I cut out or something,
There's no road
for whatever reason, just
Yeah, no, road noise keeps coming in and out.
well,
potholes, man.
I'm not sure how to stop that. But
Some potholes.
just pull over. It's lunchtime.
No, but I'll be able to isolate it, and whenever it comes back, I'll be able to isolate it and get it out the audio
yeah,
You should have
Well,
a
I'm
moment
gonna-
where it's just road noise.
from the outtakes. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let me get it rolling here. All right.
all right, Ryan, you're gonna have to normally I kind of conduct, but you'll have to conduct this week.
I thought I was Patrick.
Oh yeah,
God.
it don't matter. I don't care.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you do. I'm
Cruz, do what you do, man.
I don't know what I'm doing. Are you gonna kick it to me?
And then I'll just interject some smack every once in a while.
Hang on. What's our website?
Dadgummit.
I just want to do outro.
yeah, just let him do outro. Ryan, you can, or Mikey, whatever.
Yeah.
But
We're not recording, so he's
Mike-
Ryan right now.
So Ryan, you could just kind of set the order, I guess, so to speak,
Okay.
and I'll just fall in line wherever.
You feel out of place in the car?
No, I'm just it's unusual. This is the first time I do the podcast.
Welcome to
not-
our world.
Okay, here we go. All right. You can still hear us, guys?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let me get us back on the camera here. And welcome to episode 44 of the AverageMarks Pro Wrestling Podcast. Very special episode today. We'll get into it in a second, but we're broadcasting live from the Collar and Elbow Studios. Want to give a big shout out to Collar and Elbow. I posted my big self on there, and they retweeted it with Johnny Swole. So big ups to Collar and Elbow. And as always, go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Pick you some wrestling streetwear. Put in our code, the AverageMarks. Get 10% off. All right, man. Big show today. We got the whole crew here. Patrick's in a car.
If you can't tell.
Cruz and Brink are here in the studio. And on
What's up?
Skype, we have the Pro Wrestling Scorecards Crew. We got Daniel. We got Jess. What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Not much, man. We're excited to have the creators because we have had so much fun with the scorecards. Not to act like a bunch of fangirls over here, but we actually are. We're actually pretty pumped that you guys are on our podcast. Cruz, what were you saying earlier?
I don't know. What was I saying? About what?
No, you were saying,
If only there was some way we could ask the scorecard creators what they meant by this.
yeah,
Oh, wait.
we can. But yeah, you guys are doing a great thing, and keep up the great work, man. We love the cards. We love the graphics, and it's really cool how it just makes the community out of the whole thing because our listeners love doing it too. So kudos, guys.
Yeah, we love it so much that I have my name in the right-hand corner.
You do, don't you?
I do.
Thanks for
Yeah,
that.
Chris is one of your Patreon Pro Tier supporters there.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it.
You switching sides on us, or what
No.
you doing? What you doing?
They need another guy.
Are we about to see a heel turn?
Heel turn?
He's
Dad.
just supporting a good cause. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the same reason why I became a Patreon of the podcast. I like it.
No, I feel you, dude.
I like it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Traitor.
Keep your eye on them, Brink.
Yeah.
You're closest to them. Plus, you got all the gold.
I do.
Show the PWS guys who the double champ is.
The gold.
Martin?
No, not Martin. I don't know if y'all can see it.
There it is, boys.
Double champ.
It's the double gold. All right, let's get into this. So, Hell in a Cell coming up this Sunday, and we are doing a 3-on-3 battle. It's going to be Patrick. It's going to be Cruz. It's going to be Brink against Daniel, Jess, and Ramon. All right, let's get into it. PWS guys, we're going to start with you. Daniel, go ahead and, I don't have a scorecard with me. No, that's your scorecard. Why don't you play Patrick today and read the questions?
All right.
And then we'll throw it over to the PWS guys. Oh, there goes the mic.
Oh, come on, guys.
It's okay. I got it.
Together.
I got it.
Hey. All right. We're back on track now.
We're top-notch organization here.
Check. There we go.
Okay.
Now we got it. All right. We're good. We're totally not winging this at all.
It's what we do best.
All right. First match on the scorecard is going to be a Hell in the Cell match between Jeffrey Hardy and Randall Keith Orton. PWS guys.
All right, so I'm going to go with Orton for the win on this one. I think he's going to win by pin in 15 minutes. I do think something's going to go through Jeff's ear, and 4 weapon types are going to be used.
All right, and then I'm going with my favorite, by pin. I think it's going to be a little bit shorter of a matching. It's going to be 10 minutes. I definitely think something's going through Jeff's ear hole. And I think that there's going to be 3 weapons successfully used.
All right, and then Ramon has Orton for the win also by pin, 14 minutes, nothing in the ear, 2 weapons.
Cruz.
I have Randall Keith winning by pin, 17 minutes. There's most definitely something going in Jeffrey's ear. And I have 4 weapon types successfully used.
I'm going with Orton by pin, 15 minutes. Yes, something going through Hardy's ear, and I'm hoping they don't do a spot where Orton tries to dangle him off the sail by his earlobe. I'll just throw up all over the place. Like my stomach won't be able to take that
I'm
at
getting
all.
queasy just thinking about
Oh
it.
my god! And three weapons used.
Patrick.
All right. Now, like I said, y'all cutting in and out, so I'm gonna assume I'm gonna go right after Brinkman for everyone. So I'm gonna, just in case I don't hear y'all, I'm just gonna go right after I hear Brinkman stop talking. But
You're all right.
for this match, I got Jeff Hardy winning. I think it's gonna be interesting. This is Jeff Hardy's first ever Hell in a Cell match, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. Maybe from the top of the cell, who knows? But Jeff Hardy by pinfall. I think the match will be 17 minutes. Finger object inserted into Hardy's piercing holes. Yes. And I think I got 2 weapons being successfully used.
All right, real quick. Daniel, if you were booking this, what are you telling Randy Orton to stick in his ear?
Oh, shit. Kendo stick.
Oh, Jesus
snap.
Oh, that's brutal.
Holy cow. Tommy Dreamer would be proud.
Oh yeah.
Brink, if you're booking it, what would you stick in his ear?
Oh my god. Not a Kindle stick. Jesus Christ. I dangle him off the cell.
Oh my god.
As much as I don't want to see it, the visual of it would be spectacular. And that'd be so 1990s ECW.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
If anybody'd do it, he'd do it.
I tie him to
God,
the
yeah.
cage by his ear hole.
You what?
Tie it, like put something through his ear and tie him to the cage.
Zip tie him to the
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
That's what I had the same
god.
thought.
Oh my jeez.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Like
Look at
both ears. Just
All right, next match.
all right. Next match we have on the card is the mixed tag match between Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. PWS guys.
All right, so I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan and Brie. I think they'll take it by submission. I think Brie is going to get Maurice in the S-Lock. I think there will be intergender moves, and I do not think Almas and Vega will interfere, although I do think they'll come out after the match.
All right, yep. And I'm going with Daniel and Brie as well with a sub. Brie making it, putting her in the yes lock. Maurice is going to take the fall. I do think there's going to be intergender moves, and I had actually a tough time with this because considering New Day and Rusev Day are going against each other, so I wasn't sure who they were going to come out after, but I think they're going to come out with Daniel and Brie, Almas and Vega.
And then Ramon's going with Daniel and Bree also by submission. I'm guessing this is a mistake, but I'm going to read this anyways. He has Brian submitting Maurice. Intergender moves, no. Almas and Vega interference, no.
Maybe he meant Mrs. Bryan.
Say again?
Mrs. Bryan? Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe you meant
No,
Mrs.
no.
Bryan.
It just says Brian. So I'm assuming he means Daniel Bryan.
There we go.
If that happens,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be
you know what? I will tell you something. Ramon, when he picks shit, he picks some of those ridiculous crap sometimes, and he hits it. Like, he is match times dead on all the time. It's crazy.
oh my God.
yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Well, don't be surprised when Daniel Bryan makes Maurice tap out this Sunday at Hell in a Cell.
Cruz.
All right, I have Team Brian winning by submission. Bree will submit Maurice. Yes, intergender moves. No Almas Vega interference. And I don't know why the hell I didn't put him on my special guest appearances because I'm an idiot.
Is that mic too tall for you? Do you need it down?
Every time I put it down, I lose the mic.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to hit this awkward.
Pose.
I feel you. Okay.
I'm going with Daniel Bryan in botch mode to win. By pinfall, I think botch mode pins Maurice. Yes, intergender moves, and no Almas and Vega. But if not Bryan making Maurice tap out, I should have put Miz tapping out Brie Bella. Just saying. But no, I'm not.
Patrick.
I got Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella winning via pinfall. I think Brie will pin Maurice. The last time Miz and Maurice were in a mixed tag team match, it was against John Cena and Nikki Bella at WrestleMania 33. If I remember right, both Cena and Nikki pinned Miz and Maurice at the same time to win that match. So I almost thought about maybe putting that down, but I don't think they're going to have, Miz and Maurice get double pinned again. But I do think Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella will win the match. I think Brie pins Maurice. Yes, intergender moves, and no Almas and Vega interference or distraction.
All right, very cool. Next match.
All right. Next up, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The New Day versus Rusev Day with Lana, as one of our quote colleagues say, the Battle of the Days.
Mm-hmm.
PWS.
all right, so I'm going with New Day. I'm going to go by pin. Woods pinning English. And Kofi being excluded from the match.
Well, okay, so I'm going New Day is winning by pin. Xavier makes the fall, and Aiden English takes the fall, and Kofi is excluded.
And then Ramon is going New Day by pin. Kofi pinning English, and Woods being excluded.
Let me ask you got 3 screens going on there, Daniel?
Yeah, I do.
I've always wanted a multi-screen setup, but
So fancy.
It makes
Old fashioned.
never done
so
that.
much support.
Yeah. These guys are high tech over here. We're killing trees. All right, Chris.
All right, I have New Day winning by pin. Big E pinning Aiden English.
I also have New Day by pin, Big E pinning English, and I've always put Xavier as the one who is excluded. He always freaking wrestles. So this time I'm putting Kofi's excluded. So guess what? Xavier's going to be excluded.
I'm changing my
Yeah.
Patrick.
I have the New Day winning via pinfall. I have Big E pinning Rusev, and Kofi will be excluded from the match.
Okay.
Let's just poo-poo all over Rusev, why don't we? We won't give him any titles, and we're also going to poo-poo on him.
I mean, then you would get a job with WWE Creative. So, I
heard it pays
shoot
well.
for the stars. All right. Yeah, you can check out Pro Wrestling Scorecards on Twitter / PWS Scorecards or at PWS Scorecards. Next match.
Next match is the Raw Tag Team Championship. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins and Hunky Dean Ambrose.
What a hunk.
He is such a hunk.
What a hunk.
Such a looker.
All right, so I'm going to go with, I was back and forth on this one, but I think the Shield's taking this. I got Rollins, Ambrose down. By pin, Ambrose pinning Ziggler.
And I also had a tough time with this, but I'm going with Ziggler and McIntyre winning by pin. Ziggler pins Rollins.
And then Ramon's doing Ziggler McIntyre for the win also. By pin, Drew over Rollins.
Yeah, I have Ziggler McIntyre by pin, McIntyre over Rollins.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one who has picked Shield to win. I also have Shield by pin, Ambrose over Ziggler.
Go ahead, Patrick.
I got Drew and Dolph winning. I know Seth is the Intercontinental Champion, so I think they're going to keep the tag belts on Ziggler and McIntyre for now. Pinfall, I think Drew will pin the Hunk Dean Ambrose.
I don't know.
What a hunk.
Such a freaking hunk.
What a hunk.
All right, next match.
All right, next match. SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Double D Cherie Flair versus Becky Lynch. PW scorecards.
All right. As much as I want Lynch to win this, I think it's going to be Flair. By pin, I think there'll be 4 submission finishers and 4 submission rope breaks.
All right, I am picking Charlotte, even though I would like Lynch to win as well. I think she's going to submit Becky in the figure 8, whatever she does.
That thing.
And then 3 submission finishers executed and 5 submission.
And then Ramon is going Lynch for the win by sub. 3 submission finishers, 2 rope breaks.
I'm going with Charlotte Flair by submission, 5 finishers, and 3 submission rope breaks.
I did the WrestleCast podcast yesterday, and one of the guys brought up, what if they do a double turn where Lynch goes back to face and Charlotte goes heel? And I was like, well, isn't Lynch still a face? She still gets cheered. She's acting heelish, but nobody has ever booed her. And I thought, I mean, maybe they can do that Tuesday after Lynch submits Charlotte and Charlotte wants her title back, and heel Charlotte is what WWE needs right now anyway. Charlotte as a heel is so much better. I'm going Lynch by submission, 5 submission finishers, 4 rope breaks.
Patrick?
I kind of agree with the PW scorecard guys here. As much as I would like to see Becky win, I'm loving heel Becky Lynch, by the way. But I think Charlotte's going to get it done. Submission, 3 submission finishers executed, and 3 submission rope breaks.
Right, and we want to give a shout out to Charlotte's doctor, by the way. So
yeah,
big up.
Hell yeah, we do.
Big ups, dude.
If your significant other ever wants to, change the size of their chest, I recommend Charlotte Flair's doctor.
Yeah, look that dude up on Twitter.
Hell yeah, he's about to be a rich man if he's not already.
Cruz.
All right, Raw Women's Championship up next.
What?
Raw Women's Championship is up next. We have Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss.
Before we get into this, is anybody else just done with the whole Ronda Rousey thing? Is she not just corny as hell?
It's WWE booking, bro.
I've never bought into this.
Yeah, it's just like I watched the segment on Raw the other day when she was fighting. Like, God, this is bad.
I lost it during their match whenever all she kept doing was, "Are you ready? You ready for it?"
And then hit her arm a few times. Yeah.
Like, what?
Oh, God.
I think she's trying a little too hard. And plus, she's only been wrestling. She wrestled her first match 5 months ago.
Get Patrick to the recipe.
I want to give her at least a year before I truly start.
At least a year.
I like it so far though.
She should have spent that year in NXT though.
Yeah,
not on the main
I
roster.
agree.
Exactly what I was going to say.
I agree. She could have ran through everybody in NXT just like they did with Asuka, and all this,
And then
playing
poo-pooed on
up- Yeah, basically, and just playing up the crowd. I just want Ronda to go in there, be herself, be what she was in UFC, because that's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
They don't want a WWE version of Ronda. They want Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
So,
I think we'll see that somewhere down the line because eventually, they're going to turn her heel at some point. I don't know when, but
and I
Yeah,
think
when it's too
we'll
late.
see that when they turn her heel.
and I totally want her to face Asuka, but I want them to build Asuka up completely crapped all over Asuka, and I hate it with every fiber of my being. I want Ronda and I want Asuka together, but I just want them to build up Asuka because I feel bad for Asuka.
Yeah,
I'd love to see them together too. That's for sure.
Oh my god.
Living the gimmick.
All right. All right, PWS guys, what you think about this match?
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Rousey. As much as I don't want that to happen, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
She'll win by submission. I think it'll be a short match, 7 minutes, no outside interference.
Yeah, and I'm going Ronda submission, 6-minute match, and no outside interference.
And then Ramon is also going Rousey, also submission, 8 minutes, no interference.
So I've got the long match then. I have Rousey by submission, 12 minutes, yes interference.
I got Rousey by submission. I have 9 minutes, yes interference.
Patrick.
I also have Ronda Rousey by submission, 9 minutes, and yes, outside interference or distraction.
Right, and we're having our 3-on-3 battle with the Pro Wrestling Scorecard guys. Daniel and Jess are live with us right here on Skype. You can check them out on Twitter at PWS Scorecards Crew.
Next match we have is the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe.
God, it's going to be so good. I'm like so moist.
Oh, Wendy.
I was back and forth on this one too. I really want to see Joe take this. I just don't know. I don't think they're gonna do it. So I'm going with Styles by pin. I think there'll be 7 aerials, no fight for after the match, and Wendy will be in the audience.
I'm going AJ taking the victory by pin, 5 aerial move. I do think there's going to be a fight at some point in time before or after the match, and Wendy's going to be in the crowd.
And then Ramon is going AJ by pin, 4 aerials, no fight, and yes, Wendy.
I have AJ Styles winning by pin, 5 aerials, yes, fight before or after, and yes, Wendy in the crowd are acknowledged. And I'm going, as you can tell, I picked Charlotte and AJ because when they announced the Mixed Match Challenge teams, they're the SmackDown champions. On that, they could change it, but why would you have the SmackDown Championship team if you're not going to keep the championships on them?
Card subject to change.
Your face is a card.
I'm actually going with Joe. I think Joe's gonna finally take it, and I think it'll boost the storyline going further down the line with Joe as champion. So I'm going Joe by submission. I don't think AJ's gonna tap, but I think he'll fall asleep in the coquina clutch. So
nice.
5 aerial moves, no fight, and Wendy will be in the crowd and acknowledged. And I wouldn't be surprised to see her run in the ring to check on AJ as he's sleeping in the middle of the ring.
Patrick.
Yeah, I almost went Wendy pinning Joe there, but
That was Attitude Era days.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going with Styles, pinfall, 3 aerial moves, none from Samoa Joe. Yes, a fight before. I think after the match, I think AJ's gonna come out second. He's the champ, and when he's doing his little thing, Joe's gonna attack him before his music even finishes. So, and Wendy in the crowd and acknowledged by the team. Yes.
So you don't think Joe's gonna do his trademark suicide dive?
I don't know. We'll see.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, he does it.
Sweet.
Wendy could also do the 450 splash. I heard she's been working on it.
Really?
Yeah, at the Performance Center.
450 senton. Gonna rip off Ricochet.
Yes. All right, next match.
All right. Last match on the card. We're really running through this. Universal Championship. Also a Hell in the Cell match. Roman Bores Me to Death Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Special guest referee, Mick Foley.
Now, PWS guys, real quick. Have you guys seen Braun Strowman's girlfriend?
No.
Oh, God.
Do us a favor and do yourselves a favor. Look her up.
Yeah. Look at Google that. All right.
Google the picture that they took right after SummerSlam. She was wearing a shirt that said, quote, "I get these hands."
That's awesome.
And after seeing her, I could see why she gets those hands.
All right, guys.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
buddy.
indeed.
That didn't take long.
All right, so I got Reigns for the win. By pin. I think it's gonna be a fairly long match. So I went 20. I might be overshooting that. I think they will leave the cell. I think somebody's gonna end up on top of it. There will be blood, and I'm going 9 Superman punches.
And I'm picking Reigns as the winner as well by pin. 14-minute match time. Yes, they leave the cell. No, they're not going to get on top of the cell. And yes, someone will bleed, probably Roman Reigns, and 8 Superman punches.
And then Ramon is going Reigns by pin. No, he went even longer than me. 22 minutes. They leave the cell. They do not get on top of the cell. There is blood. 8 Superman punches.
Right there.
So once again, I have the marathon match.
Barbecues.
I have Roman Reigns winning Sai by pin, 27-minute match. Yes, they leave the cell. No, they are not on top of the cell. No, they do not bleed. And 5 Superman punches.
Like, hold up. I got to call out Patrick a second here. We're recording a podcast, and Patrick's having a separate conversation in the car.
I was just pointing out a nice barbecue place that I'm looking at.
Oh my God.
Carry on.
Oh, man.
I was trying to be quiet about it.
You weren't.
Spoiler alert, you weren't.
Yeah.
Hopefully all our listeners know where to go get some barbecue on that end of the town.
Sponsor.
Barbecues, south of Louisville.
Hey, Daniel, don't feel bad about your 20-minute match time. Doing the podcast with WrestleCast, one of their guys said it was going 32 minutes. I don't see that happening whatsoever. I got Strowman winning. I think the only reason Mick Foley is refereeing this match is because there's going to be a screwy finish. So I'll say Strowman wins by pinfall, 19 minutes. They'll leave the cell. They won't get on top of it because I don't want to see Braun Strowman on top of a cage. He'll touch the top of the building.
Right,
I don't want
exactly.
that.
That poor cell.
Right. I don't think anyone's going to bleed, and I got 6 Superman punches.
All right, I am going to go with Roman Reigns. He's going to win via pinfall. I got 22 minutes match time. Superstars will leave the cell, but I do not believe they will get on top. Will either superstar bleed? Yes. And I got 7 Superman punches.
All right, cool. It's our Hell in the Cell prediction show. We're going through the scorecard like a hot knife through butter. We got Daniel and Jess here with us from the Pro Wrestling Scorecards. They're actually the inventors of the scorecards. They're here with us today, so we're honored to have them on the podcast. You can check them out on Twitter at PWS Scorecards. Cruz.
Next, we have Announce Table Destruction. That's all the intro that needs.
All right, I'm going to go Spanish destroyed, other survives.
I'm going English destroyed, Spanish survives, other is destroyed.
And Ramon's also going English, Spanish destroyed, other survives.
I'm going with my patented everything's okay because last time I didn't and they were okay and it made me mad. So everything is going to be A-okay.
Yeah, you got Jeff Hardy at Hell in a Cell. The tables will not be okay.
Yeah, but the table's going to be underneath the ring.
Oh, he's going through the announce table. He's doing a swanton off the cell through an announce table. I guarantee it.
He's too old and
Yeah,
decrepit for
I'm
that.
very confident Jeff Hardy. If Shane McMahon could jump off of that cell still, I think Jeff Hardy can.
And Hardy's crazier than Shane McMahon.
Yes.
True.
I think English is okay. Spanish and other are gone.
I think English and Spanish are going to be goners, and other will be all right.
So no German announce table getting destroyed. Very nice.
No German, no Chinese, no Russian, no
Indeed.
none of that.
Indeed.
All
right. And lastly, we have unscheduled appearances.
These are always fun.
Yeah.
This is the make or break of every scorecard that we've ever done. It's always been up to unscheduled appearances. So this is really, in my opinion, the important thing of these scorecards.
Which is why I take it absolutely unseriously.
All right. I'm going with Kevin Owens, Natalia, Elias, just because I feel like he shows up on everything. And then because I picked that they were going to interfere, Almas Vega.
And I'm going with Almas and Vega also. Natalia and Mickey James, assuming one of them or both of them will probably come out with them. Who knows? And then Carmella as well, probably going to make some kind of I don't know, shit talking against Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, whoever wins that one.
Ramon went with Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Finn Balor.
Constable.
We have Baron Corbin and Elias. Sorry, his handwriting's terrible.
Chris?
All right, I have Mickey James, Natalia, all three members of AOP, because I feel like the SmackDown tag team division is crap and they should come out and do something. I don't know, whatever they do.
Maul.
Yeah. And then the special pick, I know that's 5, but I always do a 6th because I have a gimmick pick. Number 91, center for your Dallas Stars, Tyler Sagan, who just recently signed an 8-year deal. So we locked him up for 8 more years. The Sagan and Ben connection stays with us.
So he's gonna take that money and go to Hell in a Cell and watch the pay-per-view.
Absolutely. He's like, you know what I should do with all this money besides buying Mike McDonald's old house on the sale.
That's right. Riverwalk, baby.
All right, so I'm just gonna let y'all know now. One of my unscheduled appearances, I don't know if it's gonna count, but I hope it does. And if he shows up, I want all full credit. Okay.
If
Full
only
credit.
there was some way we could get a confirmation from the PWS guys.
Oh, man, I'll have to shoot him a tweet or something.
Yeah, you should tweet them.
I'm going Mickey James. She's going to come out with Alexa. I'm going Kevin Owens. I'm going to go ahead and say Lashley and his new hype man, Leo Rush, show up. And this 5th one, if he shows up, I'm the GOAT. That's the only thing I can think of. You have to tell me the GOAT of all time.
I'm not calling you the GOAT.
Mr. Sacco.
Oh,
I
snap.
thought about putting him on there
Oh,
as well.
snap.
I'm going Mr. Sacco.
We'll count it.
Okay, we'll count it.
Yes.
Confirm.
Yes.
Confirm.
Yes.
All right. I have now a question for the PW scorecard guys. Does Wendy count as an unscheduled appearance?
Yeah, the only people that we don't count are people that show up on the left side. So people in the matches, people listed as coming out with them. If they show up in the extras, they still count.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I got Wendy. I have Sasha Banks, Bailey, Natalia, and Alexa Bliss. Oh, not Alexa, but Mickey James, because she'll come out. I think she'll come out with.
I bet Alexa Bliss shows up.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, she'll be there. But I also got Mickey James too. So four of my 5 are women.
Unless she's the new Brock.
I'm getting ready for Evolution, man. I gotta get the women on there.
This is true. This is true.
Well, very cool. Brink Cruz, do you feel confident about your picks?
Oh, very. I'm the double champ.
Did you bring your A game against the creators?
Absolutely. I also feel very comfortable knowing that a lot of my picks were similar to theirs, so I feel good about that.
Yeah, Cruz.
Yeah, same here. It didn't feel like last time where I had everything opposite of everyone just for shiggles.
That big old 99 on the SummerSlam.
We're not going to
card.
talk about that. You jackass. But yeah, we all kind of seem to have the same general idea.
Yeah.
So it'll probably come down to unscheduled appearances.
Of course, it always does.
And those match extras also, those play a big role in, because even not ever since you guys added the exact yes bonus 2 points, that kind of does make a bit of a difference too. I like that.
Yeah, that can really swing the score.
Oh God, yes.
All I'm saying is if Mr. Sacco wins you something, I'm gonna grab a sock and just choke the hell out of you.
Socko the crap out of you.
Oh man.
My son tried to socko me the other day with a dirty sock out of the hamper. I almost Spartan kicked him.
I'm gonna have one in my crotch all night. And then whenever Sacco comes out, I'm coming after you.
Oh,
I don't want to say I'm going to pop when Mr. Sacco comes out, but this might be the only time I will pop when Sacco comes out.
Yeah. Well, PWS guys, how are you feeling about your cards?
Pretty good. Knowing that you guys haven't been able to beat WrestleCast, I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, snap.
That's it. That's Cruz's fault.
Yeah, it is. I just want to say that I said Demon Finn Balor was coming out.
You did.
I did say that.
You did call that.
So, granted, we lost by 11, but those 6 would have been better.
I got a lot of pushback on putting that question on there because there was like he's not coming out. And I'm like, he is. It's happening.
He's come out at every SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But against Corbin,
All two of them.
I'm still mad about that.
Yeah.
They wasted the demon gimmick on Corbin.
I'm not mad because suck it.
I think Daniel has more inside information than Unc Dave.
And
I wish I had inside information. It would make these scorecards a lot easier to write.
Now, before we let you guys go, let's talk about that. When did you guys come up with the realization that you were like, hey, we want to do this?
A little more than 2 years ago, we were prepping for like a Mania party we were doing at the house. And I was just browsing Reddit and I saw a scorecard that was on there that I can't remember the name of the guy who made it. Just a very basic thing. We used it for Mania, had a lot of fun with it, searched it back out the next couple pay-per-views, and then couldn't find one after that. So decided we started making our own. We started posting them on Reddit, started getting a good response to it. And it was Rumble of 2016, I think it was. We ended up with 25,000 users on that pay-per-view. And I was like, you know what? This is something that we're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, holy cow.
So that's when we coined the name Pro Wrestling Scorecards and, started, when we were first making them in Word. so because it wasn't just meant to be a, in our house, share it if anyone wants to play it type thing. So
Yeah.
After we saw that higher user count, we decided to put a little more effort into it, coin the name, and the rest is history.
Now, what goes into, like, I know a lot of the match extras are the same, like pin or submission, who makes the fall, what takes the fall. Do y'all all like collaborate together to come up with some of these other ones, like the number of weapons used, or somebody's gonna finger Hardy's ear, or
this is a family show, damn it.
Sorry.
That's usually me sitting up late at night trying to think of things and bouncing ideas off my wife. So, we're trying to get. I'm really trying to. I want to stop reusing as many as we do and get a little more creative with them. The challenge is it requires good backstory for there to be good questions to ask. It has to be something we can measure that's not going to be confusing for everybody also. So
yeah,
that's why, the finishers, the aerial moves, that's all easy to count and justify, right? Like some of the questions we've used in the past have created a lot of questions and arguments on Twitter. So try and play it very safe with like things we can actually visually see and measure in a way that's not going to be subjective. But we're trying to back away from using those repeat questions and get some more unique ones in by match. But it requires, WWE to actually start writing some unique material. So,
right. But don't think those things have ran their course, because as players, we still have a lot of fun answering those questions.
Yeah.
So I know as a creator, you can get to start thinking, boy, this is stale. But at the same time, people are still having a ball with it. So, man,
Right.
You guys are doing a great work. Cruz, you got a question for him?
No, not really. I mean, I don't have many.
Perfect.
I'm not the question guy.
Patrick. PAT.
Yo.
They're talking about,
he's not even
talking about
listening anymore.
barbecue again.
Yeah.
Well, forgot I was on here.
You got a question for the PWS guys?
No, I mean, I really want to ask them, how they, about doing it. I do remember when I first, stumbled upon them. I don't even remember where it was. It might have been on Reddit because I am a very frequent user of Reddit, but I did stumble upon it. And I just remember like the first time I saw this, where it's like how, just how neat and organized they were. Like they look really cool, because I remember seeing another set of scorecards and they just, didn't look nearly as cool, like as clean as the PW scorecard. So, we started using it. I remember bringing some to Brink's house one day, and we started, playing, and we filled them out ever since. And then, of course, when, Ryan, you and I started, or Mikey.
I'm sorry, who?
Whenever you and I, Mikey, when you and I started this podcast, I felt like we didn't have a choice but to implement these scorecards with the pay-per-view. So we've enjoyed. You guys came up with that. We plan on filling them out as long as you guys print them out.
Patrick, are you guys in BFE right now?
Somewhat, yes. We're in the Kisachi National Forest right now.
They're way up there.
You need to send
Oh, we're
Verizon
rolling.
an email and tell them to put a tower out there. They're running a podcast.
Can y'all barely understand me, or?
No, you're chopping up, but it sounds cool.
You sound like a Decepticon.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm trying not to. I gave my scorecard predictions, and I'm just kind of sitting back now.
I also changed my mind. I do have a question. You mentioned how you had like 2,500 users at one point. What are you up to now, just in downloads and everything?
It's becoming harder and harder to measure. So originally we were able to see a really clean download count based on the shortened Google links that we use. They track all the data around the downloads. And then we were roughly assuming that 2.5 people per download roughly is what was using it. And that was getting us our numbers before. But now there are quite a few Facebook groups, podcasts, whatnot, sharing the scorecard, and they're not all using the link. So I can't track it at that point, right? So based on the information that we have, we hover just between 10 and 12,000 per card. Dang. But again, that number slowly dropped off, even though our follower count is growing. So it's because of how the cards are being distributed now. So we're hoping to have our actual website up here shortly, and then we're going to feed the cards off of that differently, so I can track them no matter how they're linking to them. So hopefully we'll get a much better idea of the actual user count shortly here.
I do have a couple more questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
One is from Conrad, who is the host of WrestleCast. He texted me. He's listening live to us.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Conrad.
He wants to ask the pro wrestling guys, what happens when you lose to AMP?
Nope. I don't know, because it's not going to happen.
Oh, take that, Conrad.
I'll tell you when we win, then we're going at WrestleCast.
Oh, there it is.
You heard it here first.
I will patiently await Conrad's response because I know he's listening live. Yeah. Another question. It's off topic of the scorecards, but who are some of your guys, like growing up? Who are some of your favorite wrestlers, and currently, who are some of the guys that y'all like the most? It doesn't have to be WWE. It could be Indie, New Japan, whatever. Who the guys y'all are really digging?
When I was growing up, like I honestly didn't watch a whole ton of wrestling. Right. My first exposure to it was a WrestleMania that my dad took me to watch on pay-per-view at his friend's house. And the most distinct match, I don't even remember what WrestleMania was. I gotta be honest with you. I just remember The Undertaker was on there, and I was fascinated by him as a character. And then when I first moved to Vegas, we also went to some indie shows here. At the time, the Bushwhackers were wrestling in the Golden Nugget here with I don't even know the name of the promotion. But so I became fans of them as well. But I didn't watch a lot when I was a kid. I picked up back in wrestling the Mania that Punk won the first Money in the Bank match that he won. And I've been watching ever since weekly. Punk is hands down one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But I'd say currently, that's a tough one. There is so much good talent out there right now. I think I gotta say Omega right now, probably.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
That's a pretty safe answer.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be safe. That's the best I can think of.
Jess?
Man, that's a good question. When I remember, the most vivid memory I have of watching wrestling when I was a kid was when Stone Cold Steve Austin and like The Rock were having the feud kind of thing. That was probably like the thing that like really got me into wrestling. But then as I grew up, then being in high school and stuff and trying to be like the cool kid and stuff, that I started thinking like, oh, that shit's fake. Stopped watching it for a while until I met Daniel and started showing me the whole scorecard thing and everything, which really got me back into it, because now it's kind of like I'm watching it, but then I'm also trying to pay attention to the storylines and stuff like that, just so then I can beat the hell out of Daniel and get points and stuff, even though that's
hasn't happened.
Hasn't happened. No, happened once. I was the champion for SummerSlam, I believe. But yeah, no. But like in terms of like favorite like wrestler or something like that, like I don't think I follow it enough to really have one. I'd probably say Jeff Hardy is my favorite, just because the Hardy Boys, even back in the day, like I always liked them. But yeah, like Daniel said, there's so much good talent, because he's even started getting me into like Ring of Honor and like some of the more indie kind of stuff, and just watching them, it's like, man, like it looks better than WWE sometimes.
All the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
I'm just intrigued that that Daniel's wrestlers that got him into wrestling were the Bushwhackers. Like, that's awesome.
Hey, also,
That's awesome.
since we're keeping a list, add those two guys I think might smell in person.
Okay. Might. There's no might about
A
that
few
one.
episodes we did, like not a full blown list, but people that we think just looking at them like they stink. And the Briscoe brothers were on there, Bray Wyatt, and yeah, we can add the Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
And I think I said Mosh and Thrasher.
Mosh and Thrasher,
Oh,
yes, the headbangers,
Mhm.
yeah.
But they probably smell like BO and Teen Spirit at the same time. Though.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And like some crappy vodka.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this before. I don't know what else you got to say or anything, but to y'all guys, thank y'all for him because he was a WCW fan growing up. Stopped watching the product when they went out of business because WWE is crap. Well, it was at that time.
Dang.
And
There's
I
no
got him
secret.
hooked. I got him hooked on New Japan, and then we showed him the scorecards, and that's the only reason why he watches WWE is to do these scorecards. So thank y'all.
Yeah, literally don't watch the weekly episodic anything, but the pay-per-views, I am there.
It's interesting how often we get feedback like that. So either people that started watching wrestling because their friend gave them the scorecard and now they come to their pay-per-view parties, like Jesse, or when we first started, we were getting weird messages from people on Reddit around like having one guy sent me a message saying that he got to spend more time with his son now they do the scorecards together. It's like very weird that we get like feedback like that, but it's also very cool. Like it's awesome to hear stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Changing lives one scorecard at a time.
Oh,
That should be
Hey,
your
that's
slogan.
The tagline. Yeah.
Right?
That's the next shirt.
Yes.
That is really cool, though. That is.
Yeah. Well,
No,
you have another thing?
No, I'm good.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's a weird Las Vegas time coming in at 12:30 to do a podcast, but you guys made it work, and we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank y'all, fellas.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, go ahead and shout out where everybody can find PWS scorecards.
So we're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at PW Scorecards. We're also on Pro Wrestling Tees now. So prowrestlingtees.com/PW Scorecards. And Patreon. Patreon.com/PW Scorecards as well.
Very cool. Check them out. It's an awesome product. We have a blast with it. Cruz, any final thoughts?
Good luck to you guys in the up and coming match, but it'll be so sweet to beat the creators of the scorecard.
I mean, what's it matter? You're a Patreon supporter to them anyway.
I
You're going to
support-
jump to
I
them side
support
anyway.
the
I
scorecard,
win
but
either way.
it doesn't matter if they lose. I still support them.
Heel turn.
Heel turn.
Brink, final thoughts.
No, thank you guys. I know the video that I shot was kind of shit clarity, but thank y'all for accepting and responding to it. And I'm glad y'all are doing this with us because, like I said, we have a blast with the scorecards. So I'm glad y'all took the time out of y'all's schedule to do this with us. Thank y'all.
Do we have anything from Conrad?
Conrad just said, I'll have to pay double attention now to our score and to y'all's score to see how we match up with them. So he's just preparing himself for the war. It's not going to happen because we're going to win.
Okay, gotcha. It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
All right, guys, watch out for the Scorpions over there. Keep up the great work.
Like the band?
And throw in a sports bet for me this week. the band, no.
The band.
No, the ones that will be waiting for you on the other side of your pillow in Las Vegas.
All right, man. Thanks for having us.
All right, guys.
Thank y'all, fellas.
You guys have a good one.
All right, man. That was dope.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was hella dope.
Yeah. And we lost.
He dropped the mic again.
Come. And we
You
lost.
Mic
You
drop.
couldn't talk crap to them and then drop the mic. You had to just randomly drop it for no reason.
I'm always late on the good
Oh
stuff.
my god!
I guess I'll go ahead and get out of this because we lost Patrick.
Yeah, he hung up about 20 minutes ago.
If he's at Kisatchie Natural Forest, there is literally no service out there.
And he's
There's
not
literally
on
nothing but woods.
he's
It's a
not on
forest.
Discord either.
Either that or he'd rather talk barbecue shacks with Bruce Merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he said, I'm
don't
outta
worry
here.
about PW scorecards. I'm talking barbecue with a guy I see at work every day.
Hey, I know we were keeping face while we were with them, but you guys feel good?
I really do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really do.
You guys felt good about Patrick's answers too?
Not really, but I never do. I never do. Man, no, man, they're cool dudes. I'm glad they
Yeah,
were
man.
cool to do this with us. They were cool talking with them. I know I feel really confident. I feel good.
I like the fact that hopefully we can get them. You know, I don't know how many people we touch. Not in that way.
No, PG.
I hope. I don't know how many people we touch, but hopefully we can get more people. You know, they listen in and they're like, you know what, those PWS guys are kind of cool. Let's look at their card.
Yeah.
And, you know, and the reverse effect, the people that follow the scorecard and follow them on Twitter can be like, hey, they're doing this podcast with Average Marks. Let's see what they're all about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it works both ways.
Yeah. And we shattered the PG like in a record 3 minutes.
I think
with,
so.
Daniel popping the S-bomb.
Yeah. Well, I think we all kind of did a little bit.
No, I held one back because I was like, crap.
Thank you, Cruz.
Hey, I'm the only one who's keeping my head on it.
Hey, but, but you know what?
I got into it.
I didn't give them a heads up.
I noticed that.
So
then you didn't correct them.
Yes.
Well, so
And also, I just did a podcast with WrestleCast. So
yeah, so you got that sailor mouth on you.
I let them fly yesterday. I took advantage of it, brother.
I drop F-bombs on the reg and I can still clean it up for an hour.
Yeah, well,
see, that's a true champion right there.
Yeah, the true champion
of not cursing. Awesome. The champion of not swearing. Awesome.
Well, hey.
I'm driving.
Yeah. Well, it was a good time. One more time, we want to shout out the PW Scorecards Crew all the way from Las Vegas, coming at a real wonky time for them. I think Daniel was on lunch when he did it. So really cool that they made the time. And it was actually, you know, what?
Conrad texts me the 99-point champ cruise.
Listen here, Conrad.
Uh-oh. Yeah, go ahead. Run a promo on him.
No, I'm good. I'm good, Conrad. You'll see.
You know what, Conrad? You're great at Smack Talk. I love your tweets, dude.
Yeah.
And
we died laughing before the show at your tweet about us and PW scorecards.
And you know who else is good at it? Daniel from Pro Wrestling Scorecards.
Yeah, he is.
When he hit me back with that first response, I was like, oh.
It's on.
I was like, I felt like Michelangelo when they're in April's like antique thing. Yeah. And all the foot come through and they're fighting.
Michelangelo Turtle. Got it. Now
Yeah.
we're
Not the artist.
Yeah.
Not the artist.
Oh, wow. Okay. and they're in the house and they're fighting. Then all of a sudden, this dude comes out with these nunchucks. And then Michael's like, a fellow chucker, eh? And I was like, all right, we got something here.
Totally not the artist.
I was like, Michelangelo in April. Never in my life have I. Oh, that
Yeah,
Michelangelo.
Yeah, the fight took place in the Sistine Chapel.
While he was painting Jesus, the foot came in. Oroku soccer.
Also want to thank you guys for coming down.
I'm glad we're finally in studio for once.
Yeah.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, it was nice to have you back. We were talking about that beforehand. It's been forever since we had you guys in
It's
here.
cool that we had to, each our own mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Didn't have to share one.
Joke. Yeah. Because there's always something I want to say, and I pop it to Brink, and he laughs, and all you hear on audio is Brink going,
It's the truth. It's the truth.
So check us out on social media at the Average Marks, Twitter and Facebook, AverageMarks.com. That's the central hub. You can find everything out there. Make sure you go to collarandelbowbrand.com. They got a new 6 shirt out called Sarge. Almost had the burp there. Sorry.
We had like Pat from a few episodes ago.
I was going to let it fly too. But I guess my body said no.
No, keep it professional.
Yeah, keep it professional.
Yeah. I got some smack to run on Collar and Elbow, though.
No, they're a sponsor. You can't do
I
that.
know, but I'm still gonna.
Okay, go ahead.
When the hell are we going to get Job Squad shirts in a size that fit big dudes?
Okay.
That's my thing. It's like, I'm trying to get a shirt because it brings back memories from my youth. But apparently, since Christmas, there haven't been any.
Well, you would imagine with it being Al Snow's clothing line.
And that's like his signature shirt.
Exactly. It's got to be selling like crazy. So as soon as they get them in, I'm pretty sure they sell them out.
Only one size. All the 2XL dudes are like, I got to have this damn shirt now.
I mean, there's a lot of big wrestling fans.
Yeah, no.
There went your sponsorship.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
No, I'm saying that I want stuff from it. Take this as I want your stuff.
Take this as constructive criticism.
Yeah. As a consumer.
We've gone off the rails.
Yeah. Hey, that's
No,
what we do, though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. When we're in studio, things go off the rail pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think when we're on Skype, it does too. But Pat knows how to keep us in line.
Yeah, but on Skype, there's that delay. So
Yeah.
we try to say something and we're cutting each other off. It's just not even worth it. When in studio, it's like, there's no cutting us off.
We will bowl over you.
Yeah.
All right.
Consumer Act. He's got rights. Consumer Act 1875.
All right. With that being said, man, Cruz, it's time to get us out of here.
Outro.
Oh my god.
Outro.
You should have done like Slipknot. Outro.
Just be like, outro.
All right.
Kind of thinking that man a 2XL shirt. Get that man a 2X.
I almost didn't know what the hell you were talking about, Cruz.